I got another. For this one's very Halloween-esque. On June 19th, Ricky Casso and his friend Gary Lowers went with two other guys. They were a bunch of 17-year-olds, and they went into the woods to do what they thought was mescaline, but was more than likely LSD, as well as PCP. And while they were all high on drugs, Ricky murdered Gary Lawyers. He ended up stabbing him somewhere between 17 and 36 times, is what the reports say. They got into some sort of argument. Essentially, what had happened prior to this is that Gary had stolen 10 bags of PCP from Ricky. And then Ricky confronted him. Gary had already used up half of it, gave him back the other half, and was, had said he would pay him back at some point. So that was probably some of the, groundwork for what happened here. While he was stabbing him, he told Gary to say, "I love Satan." And Gary replied, "I love my mother." Because, he didn't want to do that. I mean, they're both high out of their minds,
That's insane.
And then in the aftermath, Ricky Casso bragged to his friends about the murder. He actually took some other teens into the woods to show them the body. And he had said that Satan manifested in the form of a black crow after killing him, and that the crow had cawed, something that he interpreted as Satan approving of the murder. It was this huge, case, this giant incident in the Satanic Panic of the 1980s, which is where, parents were worried about, essentially heavy metal was the main culprit, but also some other things, comic books and TV shows and stuff. They were just really worried about the devil still in the 1980s. It was this huge... The 70s also kind of was where it woke up, but this was in the throes of it. So they used the fact that he was wearing an AC/DC shirt at the time of the murder, and he listened to Black Sabbath and stuff like that to say this is the influence of the devil in our music,
Man, that's crazy. I had no idea, because I knew that I just knew that there was a sentiment of Satanism behind metal, but I didn't know why or where it came from. So this is a big driving force, and probably a huge anti-drug establishment kind of story, as well.
Yeah, it's really good for Reagan's war on drugs.
DARE was going on and stuff right now.
Man, I think the heavy metal aspect of it, I mean, they sang about that kind of stuff. I mean, you listen to Black Sabbath, and they talk about the devil a lot. They also talk about the opposite side. They just like that imagery. I mean, Led Zeppelin, they have a lot of, things that are pulled pretty directly from scripture and stuff like that. So there was just a lot of that religious imagery that they liked. And, it's interesting. I wonder why that is such a specifically heavy metal. It's you talk about the devil and you talk about God and angels and stuff like that, or it's either that or medieval stuff a lot of the times,
Yeah, that's true.
Holy Diver, stuff like that. So I wonder, it's funny that they don't just sing about love,
Yeah, no, I guess there's just a lot different feel to the music.
Maybe it's because Satan really does have a hand in it.
Speaking through them boys, I don't know. They need Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, well.